Once more back at Lydden Hill for the Triumph Triple Challenge. Coming up to the grid, there we see Ricky Chadwick, the runaway leader at the moment of the challenge for the older riders, 25 years and up. Pulling up alongside him, number 8 is Michael Booth, already a race winner this year. Another race winner, number 7 James Dye, and on pole position, winner of the Super Bowl race yesterday. Yes, absolutely, mate, but not yet an outright race winner. Jack Sim, another of the Michelin young guns, the under 25-year-old riders. A lot of great prospects in this race. So there at the front row, that's Ricky Chadwick again. Second row, number 33 there is Ollie Linstall. Ollie, who had that immense crash at Pembrey, flying through the air, bouncing around, was unable to take part in the racing that weekend. And this very much a comeback weekend as far as he's concerned. He was leading this championship going into the Pembrey weekend, but now he's playing catch up as far as the points are concerned. Alongside Ollie, Steve Smith. Steve, who crossed the line first in that Super Bowl race earlier on, but of course had to have 10-second of penalty added to his time for overtaking under yellow flags for Adam Kemp's incident down at the elbow. He starts on that second row. Alongside him is 26 James Wainwright and 14 Josh Cagill. On third row, we have 19 Rob Guinan, 36 Greville Ball, and 48 Richie Welsh. The fourth row, 34 Tony Hart, 69 AJ Hutchinson, 47 Adam Kent, and 20 David Giffords. And at the back, we have 82 Ben Cater, 42 Michael Eglinton, and number 6, not Stuart Brown, who had an incident in practice, but Chris Bishop, as they run off down to Pilgrims for the first time. And a good start from pole position by Jack Sim, being chased there by Michael Booth. And James Dye, who's one of the best starters in racing, has an absolutely electric start. Didn't get away quite as well that time, almost an unusual occasion as far as he's concerned. Jack Sim it is then, up at North Bend. Somebody's sitting up there in the middle of the pack, but getting settled down again as they run down the steep hill towards Paddock and onto the Canterbury Straight for the first time of asking. Michael Booth in second, James Dye in third. But up the front, Jack Sim, a first ever Super Bowl victory for him earlier on. Can he turn that into a first race win proper as far as this championship is concerned? Still Ricky Chadwick, leading challenge runner. There he is in fourth place. And Steve Smith just behind him there as they run downhill once again. But it's Jack Sim, still a teenager, leading. And great shot of him there coming out of Paddock, running down towards the line. James Wainwright there, you can see tucked in behind Steve Smith. And Jack putting out, well, not much of an advantage, but it's as much as he's going to get in this company. Ollie Linstall there, right up the tailpipe of Ricky Chadwick. Then Smith. Well, you see Rob Guinan too at the back of the group, but Ollie Linstall and Steve Smith up at North Bend. 5th and 6th, chasing the leaders down towards Paddock. And Jack Sim holding on at the front. Oh, and not holding on at all. That's Michael Booth. Michael Booth has binned it on the exit of Paddock, and he's given himself a bit of a biff on the way as well. Well, that is a great shame for Michael, running in second place in the race behind Jack Sim, just ahead of James Dye. Well, that's going to ease things for the two of them at the front. Ricky Chadwick, the challenge runner, now up into third, and that also promotes Ollie Linstall, who's under pressure from Steve Smith. Steve looking left, looking right, can't find a way through up at the hairpin, and they see the yellow flags there still covering that incident. Well, Marshall's clear Michael Booth's bike away. And another bike down there, that's Josh Cagill, dumping it left, right, centre. And Josh, who was absolutely brilliant down at Pembrey, his most successful meeting of the year so far. But that's it as far as this race is concerned for him. still up front. Jack Sim from a closing James Dye. Indeed, that front five all telescoping up a little. And Ollie Linsdell having lost out there to Steve Smith. Ollie down into 5th place. And Steve on the back of, and there, well, Michael Booth being helped into a place of safety by the marshals, and the red flag's out. And unfortunately, a huge incident there down at the elbow, and the race being called to a halt, and an injury there to the rider. That's David Giffords has come off down there at the elbow, and of course all due time being taken, as always in these situations, by the marshals, the medical crews and the recovery crews. They take the time it takes, and such was the time involved in dealing with this incident. You can see the rest of the grid sat there, helmets off, engines turned off, and I think they're getting the message that that is it. A result will be declared of that race. So the win goes to Jack Sim from James Dye. Ricky Chadwick was 3rd, Ollie Linsdell 4th, Steve Smith 5th, and James Wainwright rounding out the top 6. Unfortunately, because of various race stoppages, there wasn't time for the second of the Triumph Triple Challenge races, but we had time to catch up with the riders.
Jack, bit of a fraught day today, but quite good for you.
Yeah, not too bad, but yeah, just 4 laps. So, you know, would have been nice to do the full distance and get past the checkered flag. But you know, I still take the points, and yeah, it was a good day. Good day.
Did you expect to be this competitive at Lydden?
I'd sort of improved, I think, at Pembrey, and you know, sort of got the qualifying down to a T and carried it on to here. And it's a local circuit to me, but I haven't been here too many times. But yeah, it did. I think it helped, and yeah, it was going all right.
Jimmy, we're normally used to seeing you running right at the front, but at Lydden this weekend, it's not been quite that way, has it?
I got 2 seconds. Quite pleased with that. I wanted to be at the front. In the second race, it got cut short, and I felt good. Jack was setting a really fast pace. Managed to get the fastest lap of the weekend, and I was really pleased with that. And the bike setup was perfect. I'd like to thank my sponsor, Destination Triumph.
Ricky, you're up there with the young guns, 3rd overall and winner of the Triple Challenge class, but short race.
It was very short. It was very unfortunate. I was in a strong position, but then the red flag came out because somebody got badly hurt. But it was the right decision. It's just unfortunate being so close to the front for the first time, really. But you know, we've got Brands Hatch coming up soon, so I'll give him a run for money there.
But obviously disappointing not to get that second race under your belt here.
Very disappointed. It's very difficult for the organisers when we're at a circuit when they have to finish at a certain time. It's always going to make some people unhappy, but what can they do? They've got certain restrictions that they have to operate under, you know. So, but you know, we'll get the time made up somewhere.
And Brands Hatch, obviously one of your local circuits, so going to have a lot of support there.
I do hope so. I do hope so. Brands is quite close to me, and it's the GP circuit is one that I've done well at previously. These young guns are always difficult to catch on the weight, to be honest, so there's a big straight there, but I'm going to try my best.
So you're going to be doing a lot of cycling and running and losing a few pounds before Brands?
I haven't got a year, I've only got a few weeks, so but I'll try my best.
All right, Ricky, we'll see you at Brands. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Mike, it's been a brilliant season so far, but what happened today? Because you just looked like you were on it, but then all of a sudden that front end went.
Yeah, I mean, I was struggling all the way for the first few laps of the race with the front of the bike. I had it in the back of my mind. It felt like it was going to go. Eventually, it did. So, unfortunately, I got another DNF, which I've got to live with, I'm afraid.
But you're perfectly okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I hurt my knee a little bit. I thought when I got up after the crash, I thought it would be hurting later on, but I mean, it's fine now. So hopefully, it should be all right for Brands Hatch.
Rob, sum up your thoughts on a pretty weird Lydden, really.
Not fantastic weekend for us. Struggled with the bike setup a little bit, and qualifying time wasn't what they needed to be to stick on the first 2 rows, but we're relatively happy with what we've got from this weekend, and we look forward to Brands GP.